Dear students of English Literature class 10th, today our topic is the Ganga, that is written by Jawaharlal Nehru. Students, the Ganga is a part of the Will and Testament written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 21st of June in 1954. Students, this is M. Rahman and you are attending oracy classes of English language. To continue with your literature, students, please subscribe our channel oracy classes of English language and please comment, share and like. Now let's begin with this lecture number 2. Students, in this lecture number 2, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru says why he want his ashes to be thrown into the Ganga. Now let's begin. My desire to have a handful of my ashes thrown into the Ganga at Allahabad has no religious significance. I think I should give you a little part of the previous lecture, students. In previous lecture, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wrote that a small handful of these ashes should be thrown in the Ganga and the major portion of them disposed in the manner indicated below. We'll see what is the manner, but the main thing is a handful of his ashes should be thrown into the Ganga at Allahabad. In this chapter, Jawaharlal Nehru creates a thinking that his desire to have a handful of ashes thrown into the Ganga at Allahabad has no religious significance. Students, everybody wants the salvation and he wants that his ashes should be thrown into the Ganga. If it is a myth in India, it is a religious belief that if somebody's ashes are thrown into the Ganga, he gets salvation. Students, salvation is freedom from taking birth again and again. If his ashes are thrown into the Ganga, he is free from the system of birth and death. But Jawaharlal Nehru says a very different thing. He says that he has no religious significance in throwing a handful of his ashes into the Ganga. And Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru here explains that so far as I am concerned, means Jawaharlal Nehru says that up to which extent I am related, I have no religious significance in this matter, means he has no religious sentiment or connection in this matter or topic. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru says, I have been attached to the Ganga and the Jamuna rivers in Allahabad ever since my childhood. Students, in this line, Jawaharlal Nehru makes us understand that he had been connected to the Ganga and Jamuna because he was born at Allahabad, and Allahabad there is a confluence, there is Sangam, and he observed many things related to Ganga and Jamuna, and he had observed a lot from Ganga, and he has a great attachment with the Ganga. That's why he says that a handful of ashes should be thrown into the Ganga. And he further says, and I have grown older. Not only he observed Ganga there after his birth, he had grown older. This attachment has also grown. Students, as he grew older, his attachment had also grown. Students, I am speaking some other words, just as here written I, but I am saying have, he, and there is written have, and I am saying had, because I am trying to give all this information based on the past, because this is written by Jawaharlal Nehru, so he says I, but I am not Mr. Nehru, that's why I will say he, because he is third person. Now I have grown older. Jawaharlal Nehru said that he had grown older, that attachment had grown also. It means as he grew old, his attachment also grew more. I have watched their varying moods as the season change and have often thought of history and myth. Now Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru says that he has been attached to the Ganga because he knows many things, he observes many things related to the Ganga. Students, and he is explaining us why Ganga is dear to her and why he wants a handful of his ashes to be thrown into the Ganga. It is not because of the religious connection, but it is because he had been attached to the Ganga and Jamuna, and his attachment grew older as he grew old. He has observed many moods and seasons of the Ganga here, you can see, and he had watched their varying moods, and often after observing the Ganga, he thought of history of India, myth of India, and tradition and songs and story that have become attached to them. Means Ganga has been a witness of these things related to India. Means if Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had observed Ganga, he often thought of these things in connection with Ganga, because Ganga is connected all these things and history of India. Though through the long ages and become part of their flowing waters, according to Jawaharlal Nehru, our history, our defeats, our victory, our glory, everything is connected to the Ganga, and all these things have become part of their flowing waters. It means Ganga is a symbol of India's age-long culture and civilization. That's why he wants his ashes to be thrown into the Ganga at Allahabad. Now students, there is a question, why did Nehru want his ashes to be thrown into the Ganga? Then all this underlined part will be the answer. Now let's see further part of this lecture too. The Ganga is especially the river of India. Students, there is new question for you that you face in board examination, and that question is, how can you say that Ganga is the river of India? Now there is answer before you, you please try to understand it, and I think you should go through all English lectures so that you may have more words and you have the ability to listen. The Ganga especially is the river of India, according to Nehru, beloved of her people. I mean, people loved Ganga a lot. People loved Ganga a lot, so it is the river of India because it is loved by all. And second reason is, around which are intertwined her racial memories, her fears, her songs of triumphs. Means all these things are connected with the Ganga. You can also say with the Ganges. Her songs of triumphs. Her means India. Her means Ganga. Her hopes and fears. Her songs of triumph. Triumph means victory. Her victories and her defeats. Means everything of India is connected with the Ganges, and Ganges is written with she. In place of it, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wrote she in place of it, because Ganges is considered the mother of Indian people. That's why the pronoun she is used here. She reminds me of the snow-covered peaks. Students, there is a third important question. What does Ganga remind Nehru of? The answer is, you will remove she and you will write the Ganga. The Ganga reminds me means Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. You should never copy these words because a third person is here. The Ganga reminds Nehru of the snow-covered peaks and deep valleys of the Himalayas. Means Ganga reminds Nehru a lot of things. And whenever he thinks of Ganga, in his mind there is a picture. There was a picture of valleys, deep valleys of the Himalayas, which he says, which I have loved so much. Means which he had loved so much, and of rich and vast plains below, where my life and work have been cast. Cast means flourish, grew. Now students, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru say he loved so much. He loved so much, and the rich and vast plains below. Means Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was attracted to the fertile land of the Ganga, and he took birth at Allahabad, and he always recalled the memory of the valleys of the Himalayas, and he was connected to the Ganga since his childhood, because he learned everything in the fields of Ganga. That was none other than place that was Allahabad, where his life and work have been cast. Means he learned what to do in life. His maturity grew strong in the fields of the Ganges, and work have been cast, and he became mature in the grounds of the Ganga. That's why students, there are three important questions. First is, Why does Pandit Nehru want a handful of his ashes to be thrown into the Ganga? The second question is, why is Ganga especially the river of India? And third question is, what does Ganga remind Nehru of? Student, these three answers are in these two paragraphs in lecture number 2. Students, I hope you have liked this lecture, and please you continue watching RSC classes of English language, and please subscribe our channel and share it. Thanks.